Hi, everybody. Well, Royal Caribbean is out there, and some other cruise lines as well, and they're trying to stop what they're calling selfish passengers. And you're seeing something on the pool deck more and more often now than you did before. But will it help? So a very contentious thing on cruise lines is people that we call chair hogs on the cruise lines. People who will get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, go out to the pool deck, put stuff on the chairs to hold them, and then show up at 10:30, 11 o'clock after breakfast, leaving their stuff there for 4-5 hours before they show up. Or they'll put their stuff on a chair, go back to their cabin, have a 3-hour nap and lunch and stuff like that, then come back for that same lawn chair that other people could have been using in the meantime. They're called chair hogs. A lot of people will say that. And you're not supposed to. Cruise lines are supposed to enforce a 30-minute, 20-minute time limit of leaving stuff unattended on lawn chairs. I've seen more fights and arguments break out over lawn chairs around the pool deck than any other kind of arguing and fighting that's going on by far. You know, line cutters, people in the buffets, noisy people in the theaters. Nope. The arguments and almost coming to blows, if not coming to blows, is on those lawn chairs. Now, Royal Caribbean and other cruise line have started putting signs on like their material, and they fold over the backs of the chairs, and it says, hold that thought. No reserving of deck chairs. Unattended items will be reserved at the towel stand. Here's the trouble. There's not enough people like actually enforcing these rules. There's not enough. If you have a ship of 5,000 people and you have 600 pool chair chairs on the deck, and you have one guy doing the towels or 2 or 3 people doing the towels, are they writing down, chair 756 at 10:15 has stuff on it, and then an hour later they're going, oh yeah, their stuff is still there, I'm going to take it off? Or is it just when they happen to notice it? They're also busy doing other things, and chances are they're not paying an awful lot of attention to who is actually holding those chairs and who isn't. Yeah, it is a little nuts. I've also, and people think, well, it's not really, is it really that big a problem and everything? I've seen people grabbing deck chairs from 2 decks above and carrying them over their heads down onto the pool deck and then squeezing them in between other people just so they're near the pool. Like at some point it gets a little crazy and a little ridiculous, right? How much do you need to be 6 inches from the pool? Right? Can you not just walk down the flight of stairs to the pool? Is that too far for you? I can understand if you have kids and it's a kid's pool and you're watching them, but the vast majority of cruisers aren't sailing with their kids that are that young that you have to be right beside the pool. It is a little bit of a hog problem, but they're addressing it with this. And but I said, just because you put a sign up someplace doesn't mean everyone's going to pay attention or listen to them. And I guarantee you, people just look at that and go, yeah, whatever. Because so what if you go and take my stuff to the towel stand? I'll take my chances and put my stuff on there. I'll take my chance that you're not going to do that while I'm gone. I'll take my chances that while I'm gone to the buffet and having lunch, and if I come back or I go to my cabin and have a nap, I'll take my chances that you have not done that and not removed my items. And if you did, what's the big deal to me? I would have had to take them with me anyway. So I'll just go pick them up at the stand. There's no fine involved. There's no penalty involved for having it. You could do this every day on a 10-day cruise for 10 days, and all they'll do is hand you back your stuff. They're not going to give you a written warning. They're not going to give you any hassle over it. So what is the downside to doing it, right? What is the downside to doing it? Unless there's a penalty involved where something might happen, hey, you left your stuff there for more than 30 minutes. It turned out to be like 2 hours and everything. This is a warning that if it happens again, you'll be charged a holding fee for your items. That might stop people from doing it. People would probably freak out over it. People would probably go all up in arms about it. But unless there's some kind of repercussion for doing it, people who do it now will still continue to do it no matter what, because there's no downside to doing it, right? I know people who bring a book with them every time just so they can put it on the lawn chair, and it's a book they've never read. It's just an old book. They just bought that book to bring with them and throw it on a deck chair to hold the deck chairs. So they don't care if it gets lost. They don't care if it goes missing, because it's nothing that they wanted anyway. But it's perfect for holding those deck chairs for them while the crew members walk around and usually completely ignore it. But other passengers can get very, very frustrated over it. Imagine if you've been searching for a deck chair near the pool for over an hour, yet you've noticed these people's stuff never returning, and then you come back in the afternoon, their stuff is still there, and no one's removed it, and they haven't shown up at the pool yet. Yeah, I can see why people would get frustrated, and it's something the cruise lines say they're working on it, but I've yet to really see a lot of stuff being removed from the pool decks when I'm walking around. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen it.